This forecast is powered by Comfort Now, comprehensive heating and cooling solutions for Atlantic and Cape May counties.
Well, guys, if you ask me, I'd say it was a pretty decent day out there. We had sun and clouds and some smoke from the fires up in Alaska and Canada interacting in our region. We had temperatures just shy of 90 in a lot of places. And our humidity, while the dew points came up, it wasn't too overbearingly stifling. That's going to change as we go into tomorrow and Friday, unfortunately. And look, while I do think we're going to set up a multi-day heat wave, I don't think the humidity is going to be as big a factor as it was, say, last week. We'll get there in just a second, but let's look at these highs today. 89 for Hamilton, 91 for Woodland Township, 88 for Mays Landing, and 88 on the boardwalk in Atlantic City. We have some clouds out there, plenty of sunshine through southern Atlantic and Cumberland, all of Cape May County. Those clouds more or less are up along the North Jersey coastline up towards Trenton and the Philadelphia area. No rain in those clouds. But oh boy, is that going to change by tomorrow at this time. We're going to be looking at some strong thunderstorms moving through. I don't even want to think about it with the level of severe weather we have had recently. Our system is still out to our west. Doesn't look very impressive now, but come tomorrow, it is going to be impressive. I'll show you what's impressive. Down along the Gulf Coast, we have potential tropical cyclone number 2. Come on, people. It's a tropical depression. And as it gets over this very warm water, we're going to see it explode. And I think we're talking Hurricane Barry in just a couple days. Lots of showers and thunderstorms along the panhandle of Florida. There were reports of over 7 inches of rain within just 1 hour throughout portions of New Orleans. That is insanity. Massive flooding. A lot of water is associated with this system. But look at these numbers. This is essentially traveling over bathwater. Sea surface temperature of 85, 86. The lowest I can find is 84. So obviously it is going to build on itself and intensify. Right now the winds are at about 30 miles an hour, and it's going to continue to push to the southwest over the warm water, and the National Hurricane Center is projecting this thing to turn into a tropical storm by later tomorrow. I think it could potentially happen sooner than that, maybe by tomorrow lunchtime. 45-mile-an-hour winds up to 60 by Friday morning, and then we're projecting it turning into a hurricane. This would be a Category 1 hurricane, but looking at the data coming in, I can honestly say that this has the potential to get into that Category 2 status. And that's very concerning in terms of the excessive amount of rainfall. We could be measuring it in feet throughout sections of Louisiana and eastern Texas. And of course, winds could gust to over 100 miles an hour. So if you have friends and family, or you're potentially traveling down there in the next 5 or 6 days, you're going to want to pay very close attention to this. It will eventually die. It'll weaken. Its moisture will head up into the Mississippi River Valley, which is not good. I mean, everybody saw the devastating flooding throughout the Midwest this past severe weather season. That could be exacerbated a little bit more. So we'll talk more about Barry as it comes together, and it does not pose any threat to South Jersey. 9-10 days down the pipeline, we could see some residual showers and thunderstorms, but that's just about it. It's the Gulf Coast that we're worried about. All right, so like I said, the humidity wasn't too bad today, but it's going to start to build back in big league by tomorrow, and that's going to help fuel some afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms. In fact, some of those thunderstorms could be very strong, and I think that we're eventually going to be put in a slight risk of severe weather. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center has that out over Pennsylvania. Generally, those threats push to the east in time. After that, by the weekend, we're going to lay the brickwork for what's going to be a very extensive heat wave coming our way. We're talking 10, 11, 12 days of temperatures at 90 or better on the mainland. Let's go with 69 tonight, mainly starry skies, feeling uncomfortable. It's going to be one of those nights where you can't necessarily sleep with the windows open. You'll need a fan and the AC unit turned on full blast. Now tomorrow, by about 3 or 4 o'clock, I think the first initial round of showers and thunderstorms comes through. We'll get up to about 87 degrees, and it's going to be extremely humid. Dew points will probably get into the middle 70s tomorrow, and that is going to help feed these extremely heavy downpours that develop. And I think everybody across the board has equal chances of seeing these thunderstorms. So stay tuned right here on the Facebook page, on my website, on my weather app, and we will keep you one step ahead of it all. Your 7-day forecast shows you the 90s Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right into next week. And if I were to extend this into a 10-day forecast, you'll see pretty much the same scenario.